What is up, you guys? This is Bad Boy AK. Welcome back to my channel, and I appreciate the love and support like always. In this video today, we're going to be doing a review about the Atom Polish's foam gun, and I have the foam gun right over here. I want to show you guys and demonstrate to you guys about how this foam gun works. This is for the garden hose, and we're going to be putting it to a test to see how well this thing works. It's from Atom Polishes. I'll put the link in the description, link in the bio for you guys to go check it out and to purchase it if you want. But we're going to see and put this to a test to see how well this works. I have my soap added. And from there, we're going to be pretty much, I'm going to be putting water on top of the solution. And we're going to be testing this and to see how well this thing works. So without going any further, let's just get down to this video. And we're going to be also washing the Infinity G37 since it's been very dirty. And we're going to be cleaning that up and to show you guys how well this thing works. So right over here, you can see that I have the Atom Polishes. That's the thing you get right over here. And this is my solution right over here. And pretty much right here is the garden hose. So you can use this in a two-way step. So pretty much you can use this to rinse the car up as well as, you know, to pour in soap as well too. So it's a two-in-one system, which I like, you know, that's something I like. And right here is the straw that goes as you're cleaning the car up too. It does have a dial that has, well, no, this one doesn't actually have a dial. The thing is, I actually own Chemical Guys. The problem with Chemical Guys is that it leaks, and over time when you have it, then it starts to leak. And this one doesn't have the dial, so I want to see how well this thing works. But the Chemical Guys one, it has a dial where you could adjust the different levels of how much suds and soap you want, but this one doesn't have it, so I want to see how well this thing works. But yeah, I'm going to be pouring in water, and pretty much from there, then we're going to go outside and clean up the G37 to see how well this thing works then. So here we are outside. You can see the car. It's pretty dirty. You can see pretty much all of this. This is PPF right here. You can see that's very dirty. I'm gonna go to the back side and show you guys how dirty it is. Pretty much you could tell it's extremely dirty from right over here. You can see there's leaves and a lot of dirt. And I'm gonna be using the Chemical Guys bucket. So that's going to pretty much, I'm gonna show you guys how that works. So this is pretty much a two-in-one bucket system as well too. You can see I have a grit guard right here. This is the Chemical Guys sponge, and right there is the grit guard. It protects from dirt getting on the microfiber, pretty much the towel, the sponge itself, so it's not going to get dirty and you're not going to be rubbing the dirt onto the paint surface. So that's something I want to show you guys, and pretty much from there, without going any further, let's, you know, get down and clean up the G. So we're going to start off by rinsing it. So we're going to rinse this whole car up, and from there I'm going to go back there and show you guys what we do next after that. Okay, so we got the Atom Polishes hooked up with the hose. It comes with the garden hose with the kit it comes with for the Atom Polishes. Then we got this flexible, pretty much it's like 20 feet wide. It's a flexible red hose. I think I got it at Walmart. It's pretty long enough and it doesn't really get in the way and doesn't bend as you're washing the car. It definitely does help. It's not like the other hoses where you have and it pretty much gets stuck and you have to keep bending it, keep maneuvering it to make it work. But anyway, I have the Chemical Guys bucket. It's a two-in-one system, so pretty much I get this thing right here, the sponge. So when my car it gets dirty, pretty much you go all the way to this red thing, slide it like that, and it comes out like that. So that way then you don't put the same dirt and debris on directly to the car, and that definitely does help. But anyway, we're gonna be putting this to a test to see how well this thing works. You can see the amount of, you know, yellow soap I have added, and without going any further, let's start it up and see how well this thing works. Okay, so I have my garden hose on, and one of the nice things about it compared to Chemical Guys is that it doesn't leak from here. Usually it leaks from here and then it pretty much gets on my clothes, and then pretty much my clothes get wet. And this one so far, it hasn't been leaking, but we're gonna be taking this up and washing the car now. So let's pretty much start it right now. And there's no dial or anything like this compared to Chemical Guys. You have like a dial to twist and turn how much suds and soap you want. So I want to see pretty much how, you know, this thing works. Okay, so I do want to mention a little bit that it does go a little bit fast. Like there's no dial to pretty much to close it. You have to go pretty quick, like pretty much like at a car wash. So it's pretty, the soap does go, so you can see how fast it went down. So I pretty much had to add a second set, and it does pretty much, it goes very quick. Like you're pretty much like you have to be pretty much like at a car wash. That's how fast it works. So you have to work your way around pretty quick since there's no dial where you have to adjust it. But it does work well. I don't see it's leaking from the top or bottom. So that is a huge plus right there. I absolutely love that. So pretty much from there, I take my sponge, which is right here, and you pretty much, it makes the job much more easier. But I do want to mention that the Atom polishes, it works very quick. You have to pretty much go a little bit faster as compared to the Chemical Guys Garden Hose foam gun. It's not as like there's no dial where you could pretty much switch it around and pretty much you know, wash your car. But this one, it works well. My biggest problem was that, you know, the leak, you know, it keeps on leaking. So this one doesn't leak at all, so that's what I love about it. But other than that, if there are a few drawbacks about it, like it pretty much it doesn't really pretty much, it doesn't like you have to work a little bit faster. That's one thing. So right from there, once I'm done doing that, you simply just get this wash mitt, and you pretty much, like you see here, I'm, you know, maneuvering it and pushing it onto the red grit guard that's underneath here, and you just keep on scrubbing like that until you see your wash mitt is exactly clean from there. And that's when you know you could keep cleaning the car, and this prevents the dirt and debris from getting onto the car, so that way that you don't pretty much scratch your car. But the Atom polish in general, for me, I'll give it from a 10-star pretty much a 7 out of a 10 because of the fact that it doesn't have a dial where you could pretty much like change the settings and how fast, because you know when you do this you have to go very quick. Like you saw, I ran out of soap on the first session when I did it, and then I had to pour in a little bit more soap. So keep in mind, if you do get this, you have to probably put soap again the second time like I did. But yeah, if you do a little bit quick, like I was going a little bit slow, if you go a little bit faster, then you could pretty much get the job done, and you don't have to be using 2 soaps. So you can see pretty much from here, you could use this to pretty much rinse your car up, and that's what I'm doing, and it works very well, but it goes a little bit slow. So I'm gonna switch it up and use my jet, pretty much my jet garden hose instead. But you could use it as a way to rinse your car up too, but I feel like it's a little bit slower method. But I'm gonna use the jet one and then finish the whole car up and show you guys the results. So we have the car cleaned up. The Atom polishes works very well. I would definitely recommend it. Like I mentioned, I would give it a 7 out of 10 because of how you have to work your way around pretty much very fast and go all the way around very quick, because it's like pretty much like a automatic car wash where you're, you know, you put in those coins and you pretty much have to clean it quick. It's like that for Atom polishes. When I had Chemical Guys, it goes very slow and you had more suds on it. So it's up to you guys to decide which one's the best. I still think Atom polish is not that bad because of how it doesn't leak on the bottom, whereas Chemical Guys, it leaks on the bottom. But I would definitely, you know, give it a 7 out of 10 because of how it has a little bit of drawbacks and flaws. But other than that, when it comes to the functionality and how it works pretty, you know, good. And you just have to go a little bit fast and work your way around pretty much quick because it does run out of soap very quick. So keep in mind, if you do use this, you probably have to put probably 1 or a half or pretty much 2 soaps depending on if it's an SUV or a truck. This is a car, a 4-door sedan, you know, Infiniti G37 car, and I had to put in pretty much a 1.5 liter of soap, and you know, I had to pour in the second time. But anyway, the soap, you know, everything, the car, it looks very clean from the exterior, and I'm probably, you know, I prefer Chemical Guys, but Atom polishes is not that bad either because of how it doesn't leak. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Atom polishes if you're looking for a garden foam gun. Then this could also be a good one as well too. So if you are in the market for a new foam gun that you don't want to use the pressure washer, then the Atom polishes foam gun is definitely one of your best bets, and I would definitely recommend it. Like I mentioned, 7 out of 10. It does have a little bit of flaws, but like I mentioned, there's not really anything that is perfect. And like I mentioned, Chemical Guys, I love Chemical Guys. You can see I'm even wearing the hat, but it pretty much has some drawbacks like the soap or it leaks and it gets on my clothes. So that's like, if you have it for like about a year, it's gonna leak at some point. So but this one, Atom Polishes, it's not leaking so far. That's one of my, you know, the pros, what I love about it. It does work pretty quick and you have to go your way around pretty fast. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Like I mentioned, for my Sedan Infiniti G37, I had to put in two of it, like almost like 2 quarts of it, and I had to keep on, you know, refilling it up. But yeah, if you go way around, pretty much like if you go fast, then like all the way around, then you could probably get away with just by doing one quart of it. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. You can see the Infiniti G37 is absolutely clean from the exterior. I'm gonna be wiping it down with some Chemical Guys. Pretty much it's a I forgot the name of it, but I'll show you guys in this video. So I use Chemical Guys Hybrid VO7. It works very well on your paint. The trick to using this is you don't have to use that much. I'll probably use like about that much, and then all you have to do is wipe the surface down, which I'll show you. So that right there is the end of this video. I hope you guys like this video. This is pretty much a review of the Atom Polishes, plus I'm like washing the Infiniti G37 like you saw. We clean up the exterior. That's how I usually clean it up, and that's the proper way that how you should clean it up. Like you saw the Chemical Guys bucket, the 2-in-1 method bucket, and I use the soap, and then there's like a grit guard underneath, and you just pretty much you clean it up, and then you know you go on like that. And then I had the jet spray as well too, the flexible hose, the red hose. Like I mentioned, I think I bought that at Walmart, and it's like 20 feet wide, but there's no like, it doesn't like maneuver around, or you're not gonna have any like, you know how regular hoses, they get stuck. This one doesn't get stuck since it's flexible, 100% flexible. And yeah, the Atom Polishes overall, like I mentioned, 7 out of 10. It really is a good product. There are a few flaws, but nonetheless, you can't have everything perfect. And like I mentioned, Chemical Guys, if I like, you know, if I used it for over a year, like I had it over a year, and it, you know, it went out, there's like a thing underneath that it leaks out and goes onto my clothes. So that's something, that's why I, you know, went to Atom Polishes. But I'm still going to see if I could find a better foam gun that pretty much does like a little bit better than Atom Polishes. But anyway, if you are, I'll put the link in the description in the bio if you want to get the Atom Polishes. I have like a 50-50 on it. Like I like it, at the same time I kind of not like it. It's like 50-50 for me. But if you guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Atom Polishes foam gun, the garden hose foam gun. I love the foam guns that are garden hoses, like pretty much the pressure wash ones, the electric ones. It's too much work for that, and this one saves the hassle and the time. So that's why I prefer the garden. Plus I feel like using a traditional pressure washer is like too much for the car. Like I don't want to use too much, like, I feel like that's too much. So I think a traditional garden hose works best, but I'm still going to be looking around to see if I can find a good foam gun that, it does pretty much, provides more suds, soap, and pretty much everything like that. But anyway, that's it for this video for today. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about how I wash my car and the Atom Polishes in general, and what you guys think about this product. But comment, like, share, like all you always do. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.